Hello there. What's going on, everybody? Huge leaks out of Europe today that you may have seen floating around for both X-Wing and Armada. I'm going to be talking about these. Also want to thank my sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. If you haven't already, check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Amazing tokens on there. Full metal, double-sided tokens for X-Wing, as well as a lot of other games like Keyforge or Arkham. A lot of these, they're just amazing. There's some brand new finishes on there too, so if you haven't already, check out the new finishes for the Elite Maneuver set. Really nice. If you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15%. All right, guys, so just huge. Now, I want to preface all of this as we don't know if this is actually real or not, but I will say, out of all the leaks that have been coming out of Europe lately, they've all been accurate. They just may not be accurate as far as a specific timeline. Of course, there's no timeline associated with these leaks, but this has been going on all over Facebook. A lot more X-Wing stuff as well as Armada. So we're going to talk about the X-Wing stuff first. We have a couple of things here. We've got all these different new X-Wing products that were leaked for pre-order. Distributors are like, hey, do you guys want to pre-order any of this stuff? And of course, it gets leaked. And that's basically the way things, virtually everything has been coming out for X-Wing, Armada, and Legion that way. And it's kind of unfortunate because generally I prefer to wait until an official announcement, but it's all over the place. We can't really not talk about it. So again, I'm not confirming any of this, but it's pretty well put together and it seems pretty believable. Now, this may be old. That's the only thing that I think is in doubt right now, is just how new this information is, or if this is older information, because COVID-19 has put a lot of delays on things, but before that, there were also a lot of other delays. For example, at the top, you're going to notice Saw's Renegades, the TIE Reaper, and the Imperial Raider expansion pack for Star Wars X-Wing. Those were not ever made, according to FFG, even though we know that they were. They're actually up, at least Saw's Renegades and the TIE Reaper are up on the expansion. So basically what really seems to have happened is they were kind of made and they decided they're not going to sell those until they sell off the X-Wing 1.0 stock. So those are kind of like on hiatus. So I doubt any retailers are being able to pre-order Saw's Renegades, TIE Reaper, or the Imperial Raider expansion pack, which have all been kind of canceled. Even though I think a lot of them were actually really printed at some point, because these were announced long time ago. Back at Star Wars Celebration, I think, is when they were talking about when they first showed off the Raider, for example. So that much is really old. We got the TIE RB Heavy expansion pack, which is the TIE Brute. This RB is what the nomenclature for the TIE Brute. This is that new TIE fighter that we saw in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, here's one thing that we know about this. During the Ask Me Anything, Navarro had said that, there's probably at least one, like, people were asking about, like, the other expansions or any more expansions for the existing factions. Are we going to get new Imperial stuff or whatever? And he goes, like, well, there's at least one new Imperial thing coming that I think a lot of people can probably guess. And I think he was talking about this. I thought at the time he was talking about this. I think a lot of people thought he was talking about this because this has been one of the most heavily requested expansions for a long time now. And Solo's fair game. Also the timeline is about right for them to have started development for something like this not long after Solo, and then for it to finally come out about now. They don't get a lot of this stuff in advance, so for a lot of stuff they have to see it live the same time as all the rest of us do, and then they can start moving forward with what they want to create. Now, Continental WT expansion pack, there's really not much on that. We really have no idea. But there's not like a ship called the Continental, unless it's a Lincoln Continental and it's just a big sedan or something like that. But no, unfortunately, it's probably not that. The WT probably means working title. My guess is that it's a Rebel expansion, but WT could also mean for water transport or wet transport. Could be some type of helicopter. I have speculated it might be some type of transport similar to how the LAT might do things. Maybe something that we can get that would also show up. Maybe some kind of new creation called a Continental. Then again, it could just be working title. It may be like one of those top secret things. If it is a top secret thing, obviously I would think it's the Razor Crest. But then again, I don't know if the Scum would be getting a whole new ship when the Rebels, don't have one, because like the Scum already got like the Landos Falcons. So I have a harder time trying to guess as to what that might actually be. If it's Rebels, if it's working title, the attack shuttle would be kind of a cool one, but I don't know why they would hide that. So if WT does stand for working title, my guess is that it's something from, at least at the time that they gave this to distributors, it was something that was kept under wraps. Now, we also do know that they are making Mandalorian-based content for their Star Wars games, so pretty good chance that could be the Razor Crest. We also see the Xi-class shuttle, the Lat-I, and the HMP droid gunship. Those are already announced. My guess is if they're right in the middle of all this other stuff, those were accidentally leaked on the Asmodee site. Again, if all of this is true, again, it might be really old. It might have been before that accidental leak. That maybe Wave 7 was meant to be all of this stuff and not just those 3 ships. That's entirely a possibility. However, I think now, hey, leak those 3 and then drop everything else as Wave 8. Maybe this will be Wave 8 will be everything else. Could have been also that some of this stuff was meant initially to be a May the 4th release months and months and months ago, because hey, they sometimes will do, hey, special releases at special times. They've done that with X-Wing before. They've done that with Star Wars Destiny before. But now we're going to get into some of the new Clone Wars stuff. The Eta 2 Actus expansion pack. Very excited about that as a Republic player. And the Nimbus class V-Wing expansion pack. I'm actually really excited about both of those. If this is a total fake, though, this is one of those things like, wait, why would they do like the two ships that I both want, like most of all, together, like in the same wave, right? And I just have my questions about that, And then the Droid Tri-Fighter and Jango Fett's Slave 1 are also on there, which is cool. And this does kind of lead you with the impression that this Jango Fett's Slave 1 will be a separatist or CIS ship. And that certainly makes sense. He was certainly working for the separatists. He was working for Count Dooku in the movies. And we don't really need another Slave 1 in Scum, although it would be kind of cool if that expansion does come out and it does have some integration with Scum. If there's a way to kind of run them together, it'd be kind of cool. I would be down for that. I mean, they've certainly done stuff like that in Star Wars Legion, where like, hey, this one can be run in this faction and in that faction, and and maybe they come up with a card for both dual factions, like the HWK. Hey, it can be run in different factions, So like, I'm all for there being some kind of way to run Jango and Boba together. I think that would be really freaking cool if there was a way to do that, but I'm not expecting that. So again, this is all just rumor. We're gonna have to see. Next up, Armada. Okay, again, we don't know how accurate this is, but I can tell you that this has been altered because the words Protect don't really appear there. It looks like they added that because, hey, we broke the story. We want our name all over the place, so you can thank Protect for that. All right, so we got the Galactic Republic Fleet Expansion Pack. And the Separatist Alliance Fleet Expansion Pack. So what this looks like is you're not going to have a Clone Wars core set. You're going to have 2 Clone Wars core sets, one for the Galactic Republic. I mean, it's called an expansion pack, though. So, like, I don't know, this one just sounds very weird, because if it's an expansion pack, then it sounds like they're doing kind of like how they did in X-Wing, and that they had the Galactic Republic kind of semi-starter, but it was missing things. The same thing with the Separatist. Like, I really hope those are effectively starters. I hope they're effectively starters, and the only thing that makes them not a starter is because they don't have 2 factions, so you can't play against somebody else. But I hope they come with, if this is accurate, I hope they come with range. I hope they come with a damage deck. I hope they come with dice. I hope they come, granted, dice are sold separately, so they might not have to come with dice, but I hope they come with everything somebody needs to jump into Star Wars Armada as a single faction player. This is going to lower the cost of entry, which is one of the biggest barriers into Star Wars Armada. It would be awesome. Additionally, there's Fighter Squadrons pack, Republic Fighter Squadrons pack, Separatist Fighter Squadrons pack, an upgrade card pack, and a dial pack. Now, upgrade card pack is something that they have been saying was going to be coming for all of their games, so we've definitely been expecting an upgrade card pack, and I could not be more thrilled. I am going to make more videos speculating on all of this stuff, so we're going to dive into all of these a lot deeper. But an Armada dial pack, I can't even fathom what this would be unless that's like that was a change. Maybe this is going to be like a essentials kit that has like all the stuff you need to get started playing the game, or maybe it's just replacement dials. Maybe some people have lost dials. Maybe it's a dial upgrade pack. Maybe they're changing the dials a little bit. Maybe Clone Wars is bringing about some type of new dial system, and the dial pack is going to upgrade your galactic Imperial, the Empire, as well as your rebels to this new way to be able to play. Maybe there's going to be new dials for the Clone Wars, and this is going to fix that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the equivalent of your conversion kit. Right, maybe. I have no idea. This one actually gives you more questions than it does answers. And I think that's really the exciting thing about it. Another thing that I love about this is it's not telling you any ships that are coming, right? Galactic Republic Fleet Expansion Pack doesn't tell you if there's a Venator in there or an Acclamator in there or, or any of this stuff. So we're going to have to wait and see. Very exciting, though. I want to hear more from you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I could talk for hours about this, and we will talk more. It's super exciting. But that's all I've got. All right, guys, that's all I got. I want to thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing, so thank you for your continued support. I will talk to you later. Thank you, and have a great day.